Hello and welcome to another NihongoGamer video. Finally going to do some Kantai Collection gameplay. I realize it's taken me like a couple weeks to actually get to a point where I can actually make some gameplay for this, but basically it's very complicated. There's a lot of Japanese words that you have to learn in order to play this game, and it's not fun unless you know what's going on. Basically, if I tried to fly through this without understanding the game, it won't be enjoyable. But if you do actually understand what's going on, you know what the buttons do, there's actually quite an interesting game behind this. So let me show you Kantai Collection. Let's press any key and let's get started. So there's two options here at the beginning. Just choose the bottom one, because the bottom one is to create a new campaign. Give myself a little more volume so I can hear what's going on. Obviously we want to be in easy mode, otherwise like we've already got to deal with the Japanese, we don't want to be dealing with anything else. So I'm going to create a name. I'm going to call myself Nihongo, but I'm concerned that I've already used this name in a save file and I'm going to get confused, so I'm going to call myself Nihongo A this time. Now this is the next stage. You've got two different ways to start the game. You've got the classic mode, which is what I think the game was like, or similar to how it was when this game released on PC, and it's still a PC game which you can play online. Or you can go for the right side, which is the Kai starter, and Kai is the PS Vita version. So what they're talking about is a new set of 3 ships which are going to make it kind of, I think easier to get started in the game. So let's start with the Kai starters, and you can choose between one of these 3 characters. So I'll just quickly explain what I know about them. Sendai is the eldest of the 3, I think they're 3 sisters, and she loves nighttime warfare. We've got Jinsu, and she is the middle of the 3 sisters. And she's very like withdrawn and hidden, but actually she's got super ultra fighting spirit. It doesn't really come out until battle apparently, so she's like a secret fighter. This girl is Naka, and she is supposedly the center idol. So she sounds a bit like a J-pop idol, I guess. She's the type of person who's going to be bouncy and jumpy. If you're a fan of Idolmaster, maybe you'll like this. And this is kind of important because the voices and the characters, that happens a lot. You'll hear a lot of character voices, so you want to choose a character that you like, but it's not an idol game. You're not going to be training idols and working with girls all the time. It's mostly a battle simulation game, so let's get that straight through. Now this girl, she is peppy, and this girl is kind of hidden. This is kind of the cool girl, but since I think everyone probably wants to see the idol girl, we're going to choose her. She's going to say, do you want to see the tutorial? Yes, we definitely want to see the tutorial. Collect girls and create teams. You get to work with battle destroyers and aircraft carriers. Create your own team and simulate battle. Use experience points to level up. So add things to the ships, put stuff on it like weaponry, and then you can strengthen your armada and grow the girls. I don't really know what do you say when you have kids? You raise them. You raise the girls. These words, you won't find this in a dictionary because they're made up, but I think they're like heavy torpedo ships and also flying light cruisers. So she's like, there's also ships that you may not know about which are also available. Let's click next. So once you've got your armada together, you launch off on your attacks. So if you can win against other battles, you can actually get other units. So I guess it's kind of like when you win the battle, you just take the other ships and you kind of use them for yourself. You need to take ship girls that have been injured and take care of them. You need to fill them with artillery, give them petrol, and you also need to give them ammunition, or I guess artillery and ammunition. Anyways, it's very similar. Girls that have taken damage can get damaged. You might lose them. So she's like, don't go into battle if the girls are still half injured. You want to make sure that they've fully recovered before you go out. In addition to the main campaign, you'll also have random quests that you can complete. In order to, as you complete them, you'll get extra petrol, you'll get iron and steel, and bauxite. And so bauxite is the like special material, which is, I guess, a little more rare, but helps you create like even better ships. You can also do a bit of research and create even like other ships that you couldn't make before. So by doing, it's not ships, but you can create new equipment. At the moment, when you start, you won't be able to equip them with like the best equipment, but if you like invest your resources in the development, then you can actually create even better weapons for these girls. So she's like, are you ready to go? They're going to take care of you from now on? Yes! Oh, I'm really sorry. If it sounds kind of wordy, it's because I don't think it's really worth going into this game and just bashing the buttons, because there is nothing to enjoy about it. And you will see that by understanding what this game is actually about, that it's actually worthwhile. Obviously, if you want to skip ahead in this video, he's like, I'm the Armada's idol, Naka. Hi, Naka-chan. Nice to meet you. But if you want to skip ahead in this video just to see what the action's like, by all means do that. As far as I know, Kantai Collection still runs on the PC. It's very, very popular in Japan. But there's even less graphics going on, so you'll see there's not a lot of graphical, exciting stuff going on in this game, and even so, the PC version is super popular, which has even less going on. Alright, so this is a quick explanation of the battle screen, but we don't need to read it because I'm going to explain it to you now. She's also saying you can press the R button. So this is your main strategy and tactics screen. So this is where you actually launch off into battle, not where you do the organizing. If you press the R button on your PS Vita, so I'm just checking to make sure that my screen is displaying and recording. Okay, so that she's doing to tell us even more information about what you can do. This is your flagship, and in the flagship you can do all of these extra things. So at the moment she's telling us to click on the bottom screen, on the bottom of this flower dial, and that is our quest area. So if something I don't like about this game is that the tutorials don't force you to read them. It's not that they don't force you to read them. They don't force you to do what they're saying. You can actually go away and do anything else and just come back to it, which is good and bad, but you'll see in a moment. So from this screen here, you can access actually a lot of those things that we just saw as a quick list by pressing L. So I just wanted to show you that quickly. And from here, instead of going into battle, we need to organize first. So press the R button. I like looking over here and pretending that I'm looking at the gameplay screen, even though it's not there yet. Let's go down and click on quest. She's going to give us a quest, our Nimmu. So Hajimete no Kenzo, right? So Kenzo is to construct and build, and Hajimete is obviously our first. So let's have our first construction thing, and we're going to Jutaku Kano. So it's possible to take charge of our quest. And there's two buttons here. Modoru is obviously to go back, and the one on the right, it says Nimmu Kaishi. Kaishi means to start. We want to start this one. Essentially, I'll just read this quest to you. It says, in the armory, go to the armory and use steel material, iron material or steel material in order to create something. So it doesn't even really matter what you make. They just want you to go and just make anything, because if you don't make something, you won't have ships to sail. So this is where we're going next. This is the Kosho, and we're going to build a ship here. Now, this is something that I think I should explain, which I don't know if anyone else really bothers to explain, but there isn't actually a list of ships that you can make. It's kind of random. You just put a random amount of material in and just hope that it will give you what you want. So if you see at the top of the screen, I've got 6,000, 3,000, 3,000. I've got various amounts of material. And this is where we do Kenzo. So she's saying, if you use iron, steel material, and bauxite, you can create battleships, but also ships that you send into collect materials, like, you know, just collect more materials for you, because you need to keep harvesting materials. But what we want to do is create just a normal ship. And to do that, we've got 30, 30, 30, and 30. I'll just explain what they are. The green barrels are nenryo, which is your fuel. Kozai is steel, which is the next one. The one in the bottom left-hand corner is bauxite, which is whatever special element that bauxite is. And danyaku, which is your artillery. For some reason, mixing these four things together is going to create a ship. And to do so, we click the bottom button here that says Kenzo Kaishi. It's the blue button. And as you can see, it has started building, but it's going to take time. So if you don't want to wait for 2 days to pass, which would, I think 2 days is actually like 2 turns, you would have to, because the game works in turns. You won't have this new ship until 2 turns. So what she's showing us is the blue button here will accelerate time so that we don't have to wait at all. It'll just be instantly done. So we'll click yes because we've got 5, and it's just saying that after we've used the extra petrol, it will become 4. Go to get. And this is our first new recruit. I don't know what it's going to be. It's random. So she's a battleship. Something I really love about the word battleship in Japanese is it's called kuchiku-kan. And kuchiku, as I explained in the Attack on Titan video, kuchiku sounds like kuchiku, kuchiku, like you know, you're like with a baby, you're like kuchiku. Anyway, I think it's funny that it also means destruction. So, we're done creating the ship. Let's press X to go out, or cross, if you will. I feel like I'm talking a lot, but it is worth it, trust me. Now she says to go to the top option, so she says Kantai no ko hensei. Hensei means to organize and, you know, put together your team. So let's hensei. She's going to do a quick explanation. I'll just summarize what I think is on this menu. I've read it like 10 times, by the way. There's various different ships, and you can see all the different ships that you can create. And here is where you will create a team of 6 ships. So you need 6 in a team. You can go out with a 1-person team, but it's ill-advised. You can have up to 6 in each team, and there's just saying that you can fill it with different types of ships. There is an order, so the ship that's right number 1 is the one that will I think be the most prominent and do the most fighting. But again, you don't actually control who fights during the battle. It seems kind of random and there's no control over it. So everything you do that's going to be tactical is going to happen here by choosing which ships go in and which order they're in. So we've got 1 ship, but this space here on the right, that's going to be our 2nd ship. So you can see that we've got that girl, I think her name is Nagatsuki. And she is a kuchiku-kan, which is different. Number 1 is a light cruiser. This second one here is a battleship, or destroyer, I'm not sure what it's called. You can see they're both level 1, but they've got full health, full stats, and everything okay. So we've got 2 ships in here, so we're done organizing our team. So the next step is to Shitsugeki, which is to go off on a battle. So she's going to take us off on a battle, which is nice to finally go and see some action. And she's saying, from this main battle screen, so we're done with the organizing screen, we're on the battle screen now. We need to click on this hexagon by pressing circle. And this is where we have the wheel of fortune on the far right left-hand side. This wheel is all the different things that we can do, including end the turn, get information, practice, what is this? Fleet expedition, which is this is like a special campaign. Logistics actually means to send out ships for harvesting materials, move to a new area, or weigh anchor, which is to just go off on a battle. So let's do weigh anchor. And we've only got 1 place that we can go to at the moment, so let's go to this one place. And it says Shitsugeki Kaishi, so start the attack. And height, which is on the left for yes. I really hope that somebody gets some use out of this and that I'm not the only person playing this game, because it took me so long to figure out what was going on. Okay, so again, you don't have a choice of whether you go to B or C. It all depends on how you arranged your team. So it seems kind of random, but it's actually, I arranged my team like this, and so I'll go to B or I'll go to C. It's kind of determined in that way. So welcome to the battle screen. as you can see on the screen, there are 9, is it 9? There's 9 different things that you can do, but at the start we don't have actually all 9 of these things. I'll just show you. We've only got 6 of these things that we can do. I'll just explain quickly what the things are that the simple things that we can do, and they are, I'll just go up here. If you choose a hexagon and you click on it, you can actually switch it off, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. If you click on one of these options, it will let you choose a different option. Here are these 6 on the right. So this one actually means to move in to the battle and actually get closer, so it's a little more offensive, I guess. The next one is to pull back. In fact, I think if it's not just to pull back, it's actually to... No, yeah. This is just to kind of pull back. This is your normal cannon fire. This one is Raigeki. I guess that's kind of torpedo warfare. This one is Tyson. I think this is more like a counterattack. If you've got other submarines coming towards you, want to like counterattack, you can set this one, which is better. Again, it's basically anti-submarine warfare. And this last option is to retreat, I believe. So let's just go with what they've chosen for us, which is the 2 reds and a torpedo attack. Because again, we don't really need a lot of tactics here at the beginning of the game. And now it's random. Literally, we've chosen that we want to do 2 gun attacks and a torpedo attack. But apart from that, I can't actually choose who does it or when or how. Anyway, you can see that we annihilated the other guy. No problem. It will now tell us whether we got a good result or not. The result was S, which is excellent. And now we get to see how much stats, how much experience points we got. So we've got 30 experience, Kaiki experience. So Kaiki is area, so we've got area experience. So we're collecting experience to go to new places. It's our basic experience points. But each unit, the 2 units I've got here, have also got separate experience points, and I guess it depends on how valuable they were in battle. So if they happened to fire more attacks or take more damage or whatever, they'll actually get more experience. So you can see Naka, she was our MVP, so she was the most helpful. She got 400 experience points, but the other girl, she only got 135. So I guess that's because she wasn't as helpful or whatever. Now you've got 2 options here. This is important, by the way. The one on the left is Shingeki, like Shingeki no Kyojin, and that means you're going to like rush in and do more fighting, so you're going to continue the attack, basically. And the other one is to retire and like quit. We're going to continue the attack because we're not quite done yet. Turns out I don't need my dictionary. And I don't know which way we're going to go, but she's saying spin the compass. So, Lashinban. And we're going to see, I think it might have been predetermined for this first one, but I'm not 100% sure if it's random or if it depends on what area you choose. It's still, there are a few things that I still don't quite understand. Again, same as before, I don't have any control apart from what happens right at the start. All I know is that I've got 3 enemies, and they don't even show me what the enemies are. They give you a quick hint as to what they might be, so that you can choose what attacks to do. I think I'm going to stick with the same attack. And I just can't think of anything more strategic to do at this stage because we don't have that many units. So we've taken down one of them, which is good. We've only got 2 units left. This guy's got a 5-inch cannon, which he missed, fortunately. This girl, you can see she's not quite as strong, and yeah, he missed, so that's good for us. So we're starting torpedo session. Torpedo session, I don't really know. Torpedo phase. Fortunately, only took a tiny bit of damage. There's only 1 enemy left, so basically, if you got another enemy at this stage still, it will offer you to do Yasen, which is night, like a night attack. So we're actually going to go in. We're going to go in for the night attack. Yes, the one on the left says Sezu, that means so without night attacking, we're going in for the night attack. Okay. No problem. And what's really nice about these night attacks is that you are significantly stronger, but the risk is that they might counterattack and you might lose units. Yes, fortunately. So it's going well for us. Naka was MVP again. She got 3 times the amount of experience the other girl got. We got more experience points than before. We got 50 basic experience points. And I guess the more basic experience points you have... Oh, we got a new card. I guess she's like Angel Dragon or Sky Dragon, whatever you want to call her. She's like, are you scared? It's like, yeah, we're scared of you. Alright. Great. Saksen Kaiki Korya Kanryo. So the attack on the area was completed. So you can see it's not a game, it's especially not Western. Like in a Western game you would have a character, they would show you exactly where you were walking to, but this is the type of game that is popular in Japan. Loads and loads of numbers, cards, and data, and sometimes, you know, illustrations, but they are hardcore with their number games. Okay, so we got 300 points, but it didn't explain exactly what the points are for. She'll explain that later. But I think, unless it's a really important thing for next time, I might try and end this video here. So actually I'm recording this later on, but I forgot how to show you how to save the game, so I'm just going to show you quickly. On this main screen from the Teitoku Shitsu, which is your Admiral's flagship area, you need to press L. Pressing L switches between the blue and the orange screen. And on the orange screen, the top left here, it says Kiroku. This is where you save the game. So press circle on here and you'll be brought to your normal PS Vita saving screen. I've already saved once, but I'm just going to show you how to do it. Click yes. And that's how you make sure that you've got the game, your progress is saved, and you can move on. So this is the next stage. We haven't actually started the next turn. I think I have to click turn end before I can do that. But I just wanted to show you quickly, if you can call that quick, how to go into battle, create your team, do a fight, and what the options mean, like whether you end up retiring or whether you end up going back into battle. And also I wanted to explain that this is not a game where you train idols to become like singers. It's not, it has cute girls in it, but they're just there, I don't know, for the collection aspect. It just makes the whole collection aspect a little more fun. But essentially, this is a battleship simulation game, and you need to know that before you run into it, because if you don't understand how it works, or rather I didn't understand how it worked, and I found it very difficult to enjoy. Anyway, there will be a second video. I'm going to record that to show you what happens next. There's plenty more about building ships, upgrading ships, creating teams, creating a second team, moving to new areas. There's a lot to know, but I'll put it in the next video. Until then, don't forget to comment, subscribe, share the links and all that good stuff. Especially do comment if you have any information that you know about Kantai Collection for this game, and also if you would like to have a more in-depth tutorial where I explain it less of a gameplay fashion and more of a, this video was just going to be 10 minutes long to explain everything about the game, then do let me know, and I will endeavor to spend some extra time making a tutorial. I'm really busy at the moment, but I'll do my best. Anyway, don't forget to do all that great stuff, and I'll see you in the next NihongoGamer video. She's got magnets on her feet. First new Nintendo 3DS game, Final Fantasy 15! Ah! Someone pick up the phone! How about you, Cloud? It's shopping time! So I let her go in front of me, and she ran into the shop and she took the only copy of this, and I thought, no! Here it comes! Ah! It's like the anime, but better! It doesn't say what this is, it's just a piece of plastic. I think maybe it is a frisbee.